Hey there, UTB, CJ Holmes here. Well, this is the third attempt at part 43 of the Titanic build. I'll show you the progress that I've made. I've finished laying down the celluclay for the seabed. I've also painted it, a preliminary painting, using acrylic paints. I used some white and a little bit of leaf green and some flat black, and mixed it all up and have laid it down. I'm not finished with the seabed, and I'm not sure yet that this is the color I'm going with, but so far so good. I've also installed the blades. The propellers are in place. The screws. I need to add more clay to get it to about I don't know if you can see that or not. Try it on this side. Get it to about the level of the hub there. There's far too much blade showing on both sides. But anyway, this will be kind of raised up here to cover most of the blades. I'm going to be putting the aft mast on. The video that I started and didn't finish because I kept breaking things, the mast specifically, I'd already drilled out a hole in the decking where the mast goes. So in the non-wrecked version, that's where it is. That's on A deck, promenade deck. And so here we are. I've got it angled to the port side using a drill bit because I'm referencing Mr. Marshall's beautiful painting. This is what we're working on right there. All right. So it's bent, angled severely to the port side, and it's bent there and bent where it struck the hull. I've taken a piece of sprue to make the mast with, and started to taper it, and so I need to get a bend in it. So what I've done is I have taken a piece of wood and I've drilled at an angle. Okay, and now I'm going to heat it up. Okay, we've got a bend there. Nice. Okay, let me apply that to the hull. I still need to bend this a little more. Okay, let's see if that's going to work. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And now I need to bend it forward here. Forward, I'm not bending anything forward, I'm just bending it. Let's see if that'll heat up. Yeah, it's starting to heat up now. Trying to find a, oop, that just decided to bend on its own, and I think it may have done it in the right place. This is kind of hit or miss. There we go. So we're going to cut off about right here. Just fitting that to confirm. That works. Okay, so I'm going to cut it there at a bit of an angle. Snap it right off. And now I want to hollow it out because the masts were hollow. Taking a drill bit that's looks to be the right size. Okay, I've got it started. Let me try with the drill to finish the job here. More solid hold on that. I think that drill bit is dead. So anyway, you get the idea of what I'm trying to do. I'm just not going to do it with this drill bit. Bonk myself in the head. Let me try a little bit better bit. See if we make any progress on this thing. That appears to be doing the trick. Oh, almost ran into my thumb. Okay, I'm getting too dangerous here. All right, so what I am going to do, I'm going to taper it some. It needs to be tapered. So I'm going to take it to the belt sander and sand it down a bit. I'll see you on the other side. Alrighty then, here is the bent aft mast that's going to be going there. Yeah, it looks all right, I guess. Could stand to bend it. Oh, I hate just bending this plastic cold because it snaps. But I think that's going to rest on the ship pretty nicely. Looks a bit out of place right now, but it'll be all right. Okay, and I've got a fly that's making his presence known. All right, so there's the mast. I'll paint that up, and I think I'll apply some rusticles to the side. Let me show you. I may have done this in a previous video many months ago. However, here's one method of making rusticles. I'm going to go ahead and cut these off, and I'll show you what I did. So what would be best? Let me see if I have a sharp enough X-Acto knife. May not be very clear what I'm doing right now, but gotta have a sharp blade, and this blade is not extremely sharp. But it'll give us an idea what we're doing. Okay. All right. Let me cut this section out. Okay, I have a small row of rusticles that I'm going to cut to various lengths. Don't want to have them all the same length. Cool. I now have a row. Can you see that? A row of rusticles. And I'm going to lay them on this. Let's see how this works. guarantee you there's going to be some challenges as far as sticking my hands to the part. Okay, I'm going to cut it here. It's a little dangly piece. Okay, let me trim this. Show you what I'm doing here. Okay. Hey. There. Success. I'm not sure how this is going to come out. I have another method of laying down rusticles that I used on the main mast in the bow section. I may revert to that. But anyway, let's see what that looks like on the ship. Yeah, we'll see. Let me spray it up and see what we get out of it. Find a piece of wood here. Thought I just had a piece of wood. That's buried under paint. I'm going to tack it down. Well, this is a very poorly planned episode. But it's real. All right, so I'm going to get out some black, spray paint, rattle that up. Okay. And some camouflage brown. And maybe just a little bit of gray. All right, cool. So that's a mast that is waiting to be painted, or waiting to dry before we attach it. So we'll leave that, and I was going to show you how I made these rusticles. These will be very handy to apply to edges of hull plating. Any straight line area it'll be good for. And this is, anyway, this is how I do it. Cut this off. All right. So, you might want to use thicker thread than what I have here, but this is just what I have handy right now. Spool of thread. Okay. And tie it off there. Tie it off there. Awesome. I'll apply a dab of cement to hold that there. All right, and then I apply some glue about a ½ inch at a time. And lay down some thread. It doesn't have to be straight, it doesn't have to be even. In fact, you don't want it even. You don't want it evenly spaced. You want it kind of in a random pattern. I'll do just a couple more so you get the idea. All right, so there you go. So I'll go all the way down. You can make your jig longer, but this is one that I made quick and dirty. Then I painted it, thick coat of spray paint. And so what you have, I won't be using the outer edges. Right, what I'll be doing is cutting off that. Okay, I'll cut it off on both sides. Awesome. All right, so now I have what kind of looks like a ladder, and just cut it in the middle. So now I have 2 strands of rusticles that can be, let me find a, for example here, pull out this section of hull, and I can apply rusticles in there. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. Get the right length. About right there. Cut it. And randomize the lengths. Okay. Beautiful. Now I can apply some glue. It's like putting on eyelashes. I've never put on eyelashes, but I would imagine that it would be similar. Okay, so now from the visible side, you have an awesome effect of rusticles. So I can get this stuff out of the way. Get my ship back over here. Throw it in place. And now you can see that effect. And I'll be doing that all over the ship. Be doing it up along here once I get this cemented in place. Anywhere that you've got exposed metal, the rusticles took over, and we'll try to show that effect on the model. Alrighty. So that's it for that. Let me see how the mast is drying. Cool. That's going to look nice, I think. There you go. Alrighty. So I think this video has gone on long enough. I will show you a preview of another model I'm working on, still related to the Titanic. Alright, so I've got a hull section, or a hull, that I've painted up real quickly, and my plans for this are to fill it with engines and boilers and watertight compartments. So the plan is to make a tank top deck to go in here, and on that I'm going to place the 15 watertight compartments, the double-sided boilers, and then the single-sided boilers over here, reciprocating engines, turbine engine, and then I think what I may do is go ahead and poke small holes where the iceberg damaged the ship, and then do some I don't know, experiments or demonstrations on how the water came in compartment by compartment and doomed the liner. Anyway, so that's a project for another time, but that's on my mind as well. All right, there you go. We've been about 30 minutes, and don't know how much we got accomplished, but we got something done, and hope you enjoyed the video. I do appreciate your comments and suggestions, and see you next time. Have a nice day.